Morgan, the R-rated thriller. Take a look.
7, 6, don't be afraid. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm starting to feel like myself.
So we have Kate Mara. Anne, what's her name? Anne Taylor-Joy, newcomer. Paul Giamatti in a sort of supporting role cameo. And Toby Jones as the mad scientist, reminiscent of what he played on Wayward Pines. So Morgan is a cybernetic organism. Synthetic DNA created a creature that is half human, half robot, but was originally designed as a military prototype and cannot quite get out of the lethal parameters that it came from. So she is pretty kung fu savvy and has a particularly great fight with Kate Mara, who's always beautiful, and her hair is consistent, unlike the abysmal Fantastic Four, which was laughable, came out 1 year ago this summer. So this is nowhere near a terrible movie like that, but it is being considered a flop. So I'd like you to judge for yourself. I'm not quite sure whether to give it 3 stars or 2.5 stars, but I thought it was entertaining. Doesn't have a lot of competition in the box office this weekend, but it still couldn't do much. I like some of the action, but I agree with some of the reviews that said that there was really no thought put into it as far as an intriguing human story that it could have been. But hey, I mean, no one's ever going to beat Terminator, or Blade Runner, which is, oddly enough, Blade Runner. This is a Ridley Scott produced film. I heard a review said that it should have been put on VOD, but they didn't want to tick off Blade Runner, so Fox let it slide. But I don't think it's a bootleg. I don't think it should have been on VOD. It was good. Couldn't find an audience, unfortunately, but it was kind of good enough to be the budget that it was. So I'm pleased to see that it became to fruition, and it was an okay movie, and some action. Kind of reminded me of a lot of the Universal movie Hannah from 2012 with Kate Blanchett chasing that crazy hyper-trained girl. So it's kind of like that, except not as big locations. It's set pretty confined, but it's enjoyable enough. And so I'll give it 3 stars.